Hi, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm creating a layout for the Cut To You design team using this amazing cut file called Rainbow Love. Okay, so for my first ever design team video, I decided to go ahead and use this beautiful rainbow cut file, and it is called Rainbow Love, and I will have the link to where you can buy it in the shop down below. I will also link to the Cut To You blog and to Gwen's YouTube channel. She is the owner and creator at the Cut To You shop. So this is what I decided on. I have a piece of navy cardstock. Not really sure how I want to use that other than to back my or mat my photo at this point, but it's there. I might do like a border around the outside to frame my layout. Haven't decided. And then I grabbed this background paper with the clouds on it because I thought that's really cute for a rainbow. And it was just in my like papers that are just sorted by rainbow color. It wasn't it was obviously part of a collection, but I don't have this collection. I think I just got the paper for this. And so there's that. Then I also pulled some scraps because if you've been following my channel for a while, you will know that I have been trying to use up some scraps at the end of some collections and to just clear some stuff out. So cut files are an amazing way to use up your scraps. And I just picked a rainbow of colors from my scrap bin. And then I also grabbed these navy letters for my titling option. And then I think I would also try to get some buttons on my layout as well. So if you have been scrapbooking as long as me, you probably have a bunch of these as well. I noticed the other day when I was putting things away that my button box is a bit full. So let's see if I can put a little dent in it. Okay, so I'm going to pause the camera here. I'm going to back my cut file with the paper and maybe cut my photo down. I think I want this to be 4x4 photo. So I'm going to cut that down and mount it, mat it on some cardstock, and then we will see where we go from there. Hang on, I'll be right back. Right, so while I lay down some of these buttons, I will just talk to you about my process to this point. So first thing I did was I cut my cloud paper down to 11.5 by 11.5, and I mounted it onto, actually before that, I cut out a piece from the center of the blue. I want to flip it over and show you, but my buttons will go flying, so that's a bad idea. But I cut out a piece that I could mat my photo with. And then I matted the cloud paper onto the navy cardstock. And what did I do next? So once that was on, I set it aside and I started backing my cut file. So I ended up not using this patterned paper. There was another one stuck to it that was like the perfect size, and I liked the pattern better, and it like there was nothing left of it. It literally was enough to just do these hearts. It was perfect. I actually, towards the end, was like, am I gonna need to do one heart different? But nope, it worked out just fine. So I got all those hearts back. Great way to use your scraps to back the cut file. So useful. And then I had some yellow left over and I wanted a little sunshine up there, so I punched a sunshine out and then punched a circle for it to go on top of, because it kind of, I don't know, it didn't stand out enough, I guess, because all of this has white around it, so I think that needed white around it too. So then I once my cut file had all its backing on it, I was able to lay it down on top of the cloud paper and figure out which way it was going to go. And I'll be 100% honest, the first time I put it down, I ended up lifting it back up because it was crooked. So I got out that good old T-square ruler, and it's not meant to be a perfectly straight, but when I kept looking, I'm like, no, there's something wrong. So I ended up pulling it back up and sticking it back down, and thankfully not too much paper was damaged in the process. So then after I got my cut file attached to the page, I mounted my photo and got that on there. And then I took some scraps of white and yellow and I created this, my cricket's talking to me. I created this little banner piece down here and typed up some journaling, got that on there. And then I took my blue alphas and got my title picked out, and I was actually happy. Okay, sorry about that. I had to pause the camera, and my Cricut was going completely bonkers. I don't know what just happened. Anyway, it's off now. It shouldn't bother us again. So, what was I saying? I was talking about my title, I think. I should have watched back to see where we were at. Anyways, my title, I was able to get all of the letters off of this alpha, which was awesome because I wasn't sure I would. I do have a second one of these, but I haven't started it yet, I don't think. And yeah, so I got those on, and then I stamped my date, and I thought this one needed a little something, so I put this little heart button out of my button collection. I shouldn't call it that, right? We're not collecting it. My button supply, my button inventory, I don't know. I think that we're collectors too. We like buying and keeping our things, right? So I don't know if it looks like I put a dent in my buttons, but I definitely got a lot on here. So what else? Just the orange, I think I still need to go. Okay, so backing my cut file, I also ran into a problem where I traced on the wrong side of the paper and then cut it before I noticed and ran low on paper, but it all turned out just fine. So don't get too discouraged when you're doing these things. It's supposed to be fun, right? So anyways, I am feeling really good about the way this is all turning out, and I love that I'm getting some buttons on here. Now also I wanted to mention that I'm using buttons today because I just happened to be putting things away and noticed how many buttons I had, so I thought it was a great idea to get some buttons on here. I also think this would be really fun with sequins, if you have a ton of that. If you have a lot of brads, it would be fun to do it that way. If you have a lot of enamel dots and you want, like, anything that you have, I have a ton of those and I need to put them on a layout. This is a really fun, different way to get those on there. And I think that if we back our cut files with just paper, they're very beautiful, but if we add a little bit of dimension like this, it just, I don't know, makes it extra fun looking. Okay, so I got all the buttons attached, I think. Let me see, test. Okay, one more here. It does have a glue dot on it, but apparently it was not good enough glue dot, which I was a bit worried about because these have been kind of sitting out and I think they got a bit dusty. So anyway, there's that. And then for a finishing touch, I thought I would pull out these little, they say enamel dots, but they feel more like adhesive half-back pearls. They're very glossy and they're all the same size, but they came in rainbow color, so I thought that this would be a really fun place to use them. So I think I'm going to put maybe up here a few, and I'm just gonna try to use the same colors that are on my page, but not like, so the yellow is right here, so I don't want yellow here, you know what I'm saying? And then red is right here, so I'm not gonna want red there. So yeah, that's the the only real deciding factor for me at the moment. And I think a orange will do. And then maybe up by the sun. I want it in 3 spots. 1, 2. Yeah, the sun will be a good spot, I think. And I'm just gonna twist it around a little. Do I want some blue? Why not, hey? We're in the sky. Now, yes, I am doing blue on blue, so I guess I didn't really follow my own, I don't know, self-imposed rule. I don't want red though, because red is right there. Green, green, green. There we go. So just a little bit of something in 3 spots to draw your eye around the layout. So, like I said at the beginning of my video, this particular cut file, this beautiful rainbow, is called Rainbow Love, and I'll have it linked below. And yeah, if you have been following my channel, I really appreciate having you as a subscriber. And if you're new here, I'd really love to have you, so feel free to click that subscribe button. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I really love chatting with you guys, and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. And I hope everybody has a great day. Bye for now.